So the good news is I was excited about much of the fruit that has shown up for us in 2009. I've been excited about the ministries and the growth, and I was excited about this journey we went on where we deconstructed this entire ministry. We spent months going and critically looking at ourselves, and on the back end, wound up going and through our task forces, began to create a world that showed limitless possibilities. So I thought that would be it, that was the thing that God had called forth, and only to find out that that was actually just a foundation upon which the real work would come forth. And so after our task force work, one of the things that the Lord did was gave me this theme very early on. I think I might have gotten this in November, which was kind of early relative to our next year themes, and was led to share it with you earlier, because normally I share these themes during watch night service. But not so this time. And the Lord said, I need them to know that this work and those who are a part of it and connected to it in any way are blessed and highly favored. And I thought that was it. Until the next phase came. And that next phase was this notion of what it means for us to be active in the collective. I had a vision and some things that God had laid before me. And then there was this other piece of work that we were called to do. And the thing that the Lord led me to know that was going to be different about this time of growth versus previous times was that I would not be the one alone having to shepherd this process. That it would be important for others as well. And then the Lord on this past Sunday had led me to share with others about the fact that we needed to ready ourselves to move to new territory. I knew God had called us to build, but the building is not on that hillside where you see trees falling down. The Lord said, that's way too small. And what I'm calling forth is something that is larger, because I am going to be calling my children home and sending you all out, that others too might be saved. Sending you out that others who have been led to believe that God is not for them can know that it is a lie, and that I love them unconditionally. And so I need you to ready yourself for $1 million property. God gave me a formula. And that formula included something that I do not typically do. And that was calling people forward in reference to amounts of money that we would commit to give to position ourselves to be able to invest at that level. And the bar that was presented was $55,000. And I'm here to report that after last Sunday, we are now at $68,000. And then the Lord led me to know that was just for your local church. So I need you to double that amount to $110,000, because that's the money I'm going to be sending in from all the outside places that money will be coming to you all in the next few months. Somebody needs to clap a little bigger. At a whole new level. And we are going to do it because we must. Hear me. We are going to do it because we must. This room here tonight, this is what we're going to be looking like every week. I know my CME members are here. Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. And my special watch night crew, where you gotta come here before you go get your sip on. I get that. I was you. But you here. And you made sure God got his first. Just be safe when you leave here. But in these closing moments, I want to share this with you that the Lord gave. This is going to be the affirmation by which we will walk. And Monica, I think, had touched on this, or Tamika, I can't remember, I'm sorry, which one said this, in terms of our readiness. But this is what we will walk in, this truth. That we will follow the example left by Jesus for our Christian living. We will do that like never before. We will believe the Lord's report and not the things that our enemy or our fears tell us. Number 3, our children are brilliant. Yes. And called gifts from God. They perform at or above grade and age level. They are well behaved. They are all anointed to do great things for God, family, and community. Number 4, our members are employed and earning at or above living wages. That desires to be employed will have a job. Themselves, feed their families, and have a roof over their head. We are owners and not borrowers. We will own stuff for ourselves, for our community, and we will act like we are heirs and joint heirs with Jesus Christ. There's some new homes coming up in here. There's some new cars that can go off the bus. There's some people who are that freely shares our time, our talent, and our money. We will not get tight with the Lord when God begins to open up the windows of heaven and bless us, God forbid. And lastly, we will walk, talk, and live by the principles of love. And are open to the various ways God uses us to spread that love. Now that may seem like the simplest thing, but I'm here to tell you, we will live like a we or die trying. We will live like believers that were in the upper room and found their way past their differences, past their pettiness, past their pride and ego, past humanity, past fear, past issues around trust. We can find our way to each other and live and act like we know. We're love-based and love-driven. That will be our greatest work, because when we get there, everything else will come together.
This has been a Unity Fellowship Church Charlotte broadcast. You are invited to worship with us each Sunday at 10:45 a.m. at 2127 Eastway Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina.